Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo and I am here with the collective update read. So this is for twin flames, star seeds, light workers, shamans, indigos, earth angels, however you resonate under the spiritual umbrella, mystic witches. Um, you know, tune into the energy and really take notes because I ask spirit to help us understand whether you're divine feminine, divine masculine, what is happening to the collective as now we're in the age of Aquarius. And you guys may have been feeling the shifts of energy. I hope you guys checked out the community tab post as well, because I have been putting information out there for you there as well. So before I dive into the reading really fast, the class that we did on Tuesday was phenomenal. It was really amazing. You guys need to really check it out. We'll be doing the class instead of Saturday. We'll be doing it tomorrow from 5 to 7 p.m. I will have one of the clients in office, Soul Sister, while I'm doing the class. So again, remember the classes can be in office or online for those who live out of state. And the students got to learn how to send and receive energy. So for those of you who have the gift of healing hands, they learned how to work those abilities. And I just did it as an exercise so they can understand how to feel energy and how you actually can send energy and receive energy, okay? So if you guys want to sign up for the class, the information is on the website, or you can email me. Again, the tuition is only 40 bucks a week. We meet on Tuesdays and Saturdays, but this week we're doing Tuesday and Friday just because the majority of the students could not come on Saturday this week. But going forward, it will be Tuesday and Saturday, still 5 to 7. And again, it's really amazing. And I know you guys are like, oh my God, that's so affordable. Yes. And it's because if I had this type of support and help when I was going through my spiritual awakening in 2018, it would have helped me so much. So I put this program together to help you guys on your awakening journey, to help you guys understand your twin flame connections, to help you guys understand your gifts. And a lot of you still are afraid to even admit that you have your gifts, or you try to hide them away, and know that this is the time in the universe that no one's going to be made fun of because they have spiritual gifts. Know that this is tied to your life path and purpose and your calling. And again, make sure, like with the new age of Aquarius 2021, that you're getting your Akashic records done, you're getting your past life regressions done, you're getting your Reiki done, because it helps you energetically and it helps you understand about your journey. So if you're wondering, like, why am I having repeated cycle patterns? Why is this person in my life? What am I meant to do? Why do I keep having these same recurring dreams, visions? Again, that all ties to your soul contract and what you've done in past lives, okay? So if you guys would like to donate to the channel, you can. I do have an Amazon wish list. I will put that in the description box. If you guys want to book sessions, readings, check out my website. If you guys want to order herbs, crystal packs, I highly recommend the protection pack and the chakra alignment pack. If you are on the twin flame journey, the twin flame healing pack, and then you already know the manifestation packs that are available. And that chakra shot is really selling through the roof. The chakra shot, for those who find it very hard to meditate, this chakra shot is the herbs that I've combined that actually meditates for you. So it really aligns your chakras. And I'm going to be making more batches of that for you guys. So head on over to the Etsy shop or the website and order your packs so I can get those out ASAP, because I know a lot of you are finding it hard to meditate, and that does help so much. All right. So with that being said, if you would like to, again, donate to the channel, you can. If not, no biggie. Subscribing to the channel is the same form as an energy exchange donation. And follow me on Instagram. I've got like a couple more followers. I do post so much important information on the IG story. So it's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo. All right. So we're going to dive right in. Now, I'm doing something that's really different. I want you guys to comment your name and comment the question that you have. Whomever I pick in the comment sections, the next video I post, at the end of the video, I will pull your question, and I will do your reading for you free of charge. So put your name in the comment section. New subscribers, the same thing. Put your name in the comment section. Tell me your question. And the next video, I will answer your question for you. All right. So that's something I'm doing starting, for the 2021. Now for the collective. Okay, this is for divine feminine, divine masculine, regardless if you're a light worker, starseed, however you resonate under the spiritual umbrella. Remember, you can be a divine feminine and a light worker, and you can be a divine masculine and a starseed, right? So it really doesn't matter. But with the collective energy, this is the information that we are getting. So the first card out, we have 9. 9 talks about completion. So with this, I feel like with the energies of divine masculine, divine feminine, they're both going within. Like you may notice that you've been in solitude a little bit more. You may notice that you haven't been giving your divine counterpart that much, energy, time. You've really just been in solitude and quiet mode. And so this is because, like, again, for those of you who are awakened, you're realizing you have new gifts. You're realizing you're being called to something higher. For others who are not awakened or starting to awaken, you're going through the process that the evolved, awakened divine counterpart has already been through. And so for those who were not awakened, you're going through your dark night of the soul. You're going through your shedding of the old, realizing the new, being led, being guided by spirit, divine source, God. The wolf totem animal can be very, very important. I asked to call on the wolf spirit for, for their guidance, their support. But this is really huge for the collective because it's saying, like, we're being led, we're being guided, we're shedding our skins, we're embracing the new, we're being supported, we're being watched over. And for the light workers and star seeds, for all of us spiritually, know that before 2021, we had it rough. Like, we really were going through our awakening. We really were trying to figure things out. But now Spirit Source Divine says no more. That is completed. Now it's like an open road, right? You are being guided right down the path that you're on. You're on the right track, okay? So the next card out, we have the Hierophant. And so with the Hierophant, again, 5 talks about changes. I've been seeing 5s a lot, right? And for 5, it's not always bad when we think about change. It's just the change that's needed to catapult us more and further on our journey. And so with this, like, you get the energy of someone being in their power, someone being enlightened. You may have felt your guides a lot stronger. You may have saw prophetic visions where you're getting communication. And so you have, these 2 individuals in front of the Hierophant, and they're just really listening. They're really, taking it all in. A lot of you guys are starting to become teachers yourself, or again, taking classes, like really understanding what the whole spiritual aspect of it is. And so this is really beautiful. A lot of you guys are in learning mode, comprehending mode, really soaking it all in to help you, on your journey, right? And so this is really beautiful for the collective. You notice there isn't any heavy dark cards, right? Like deception, lies, devil, like, all of that. And so we have the Queen of Cups. And so with the Age of Aquarius, and as we're shifting forward, we have that emotion. So this is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, but it's also nurturing. It's also, more loving. It's also that unconditional love energy. It's also, being enlightened around, the matters of the heart, right? And so this is beautiful energy. And I feel like for a lot of the divine feminines in the collective, you may have come to some aha moments when it comes to your divine counterpart, where it's like, you understand they treated you mean, you understand that they ghosted you, you understand that they, couldn't show up and give you what you required or deserved. And some of you found out, for example, that some of them had dark magic put on them, and you can share a comment, like in the comment sections. Some of them were being manipulated. Some of them were fearful. Some of them were afraid. And when you got that aha moment, or when you realized that information, you turned your energy from being, I feel betrayed, I feel like, you always let me down, to like, okay, so this was that third party energy that was affecting our connection, right? And so for all of us in the collective, it says 5D. We really need to support our divine counterparts at this time in the 5D. And I can assure you, the majority of us that I'm communicating with today, you are in separation with your divine counterpart. For some of you, not so much. but for the majority of you, you are. And you're feeling them very strong. So for example, today I was telling my soul sister, I just felt my heart chakra just open, like bust open, and it just was like pulsating, pulsating, pulsating. And I started to calm it down. Like I started to put my hand on my chest like this and pat it. And immediately I energetically communicated with my divine counterpart and was like, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're going to be okay. I got you. I got you. I didn't pick up the phone and reach out or anything like that. I have to do it from a 5D level, because if you keep, pushing, 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 you just push them further away, because they're trying to understand everything. They're trying to understand what they're going through. And for those of them who've had, a root put on them, or somebody did dark magic to them, all will be revealed. Divine knows all. And sometimes it may not be broken right away because of what they've done to you. They'll be, going through what they need to go through, but eventually they'll come to the knowing that you've been supporting and you've been helping them all along. All right. And for some of you, your divine counterpart may have said like, oh, did you put something on me? Did you do something to me? Something like that. Because with you, they feel that different energy. They feel, that feeling that they've never felt before. And they're trying to understand it, right? And so for the overall energy, we have the 9 of Cups again, 995, right? And so with that, it's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy again. And we have someone on bended knee catering, being there for their person, supporting them. Okay, is this hot enough? Do you need more food? Like, that's the energy that we're coming into. So for those of you who were giving your all, who were supporting your divine counterpart, who really was trying to show them about unconditional love, or teach them about unconditional love, or their spiritual gifts, or what their journey is, or what you saw, your visions and things like that, and they weren't budging, those, the scales are being balanced, and everything is being reversed to where the other person is going to start supporting you, being there for you, because they're going to see the error in their ways. When you guys are in solitude, when you guys are in silence, towards each other, that gives a person time to think. Like, maybe I shouldn't have been that harsh. Maybe I shouldn't have said those things. Maybe the reason why this person acted this way is because of, my energy. And what we have to remind ourselves going forward, we can control, what we say, what we do, and allow others to do what they say and what they want to do, right? We can't control someone else's actions, but we can control how we respond to it. So in 2021, your actions are your actions, but I know how I'll respond to meet those actions. And what we need to focus on is the highest vibration of love and light. All right. So under that, we have the 3 of Wands, and that's talking about, when I see this talks about your confidence. This talks about courage. This talks about, you can let something go and know that what's meant for you will be for you. That optimistic, strong self-love type of energy, right? And then for some of you, because this card is looking out at me, we have the Devil. But again, in the after tarot, it's not about, karmic ties, cycles, like all that low vibrational energy. This is 2 individuals realizing their soul connection, realizing their twin flame connection, realizing that they are one. Because you can tell by the way they hold each other. This is unconditional love. This is, I love you, I've loved you in many lives. This is that type of love, right? So for the energy that wanted to show itself, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Again, that abundance. So what you're called to do, what your life path and purpose is, involved around, is what's going to bring you more abundance. And that's what you need to focus on, right? So again, you can't look at money as a materialistic thing. You have to look at it as energy. And that's how I look at it. Like, oh my God. Like I used to be like, oh my God, like, am I going to run out? I'm going to run out. Like, no, I don't think of it that way. When I want something, when I want to get something, I make my affirmations list. I put it in motion about what I want to bring into my fruition, into my immediate surroundings. And that's how I move when it comes to abundance. All right. The next card out is the 7 of Pentacles. Again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Sorry. So with this, it talks about you've sowed your seeds. You've put your plan in motion, and with that, you've started to see the abundance, the growth in the seeds you've planted. And look at you, you're going to go plant another section. So again, for the light beings, spiritualists, all of you guys who are tuned into the channel, your divine life path purpose is going to bring you so much abundance. Have faith, step out on faith, and work this, okay? Work with this energy. The next card out, we have Seven of Wands. This is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. And again, with this energy, some of us may be in conflict. There may be, competition. There may be, whether work, whether love, whether general. It's like everyone's at competition with each other. No one's seeing, eye to eye. There's a manipulative energy here. It's like all for one. I need to win at all costs. And with this type of energy, remember, we have to leave that in 2020. 2021 is all about love and light and moving to a higher vibration. And so even if you feel someone's in competition with you, dust it off. Like nothing can compare to you. You're protected. You're divinely guided. And like I said, going forward, we won't have, as spiritual beings and how we're doing our mission for Spirit, Source, Divine God, we won't have any hiccups or crazy things happening as before, right? Because we're ascending, and a lot of us have really shifted into that age of Aquarius energy. You feel it when you're outside. You feel it when you breathe. You feel like you're in two different worlds. That's how you know you're ascending, all right? The next energy, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So you see all this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Pentacle energy. Again, someone stepping back and seeing what their worth is, like how much they save, like how hard they've worked, their abundance. And this is really a beautiful energy, and you guys need to remind yourself, even if you don't hear from anyone else, you're proud of yourself. You're proud of what you've done. You're proud. You worked hard. It's okay to pat yourself on the back, right? You don't need validation from anybody else. You know what? I really did this. Like I really worked my butt off. And so in my case, for example, I always, even though I didn't hear it, like I kept it like a secret. But when, say, for example, my family would say like, oh, I'm so proud of you. And I'll be all cheesy, like, yeah, like, thanks. And then like, I'll be like, man, I got to do more. And then Spirit had to stop me one day and say like, can you at least wait until you enjoy what you've already like accomplished? Like be like, I'm proud of you. Are you proud of you? So don't beat yourself up so much. Don't push yourself so much. Allow yourself time to actually enjoy the blessings that you have received, and not so quick to say, you know what, this is the next thing on my list that I'm about to, tackle. And I'm gonna, because life is not about just working yourself to the bone, and not actually living a life, traveling, seeing what's out there, being happy, making yourself smile, even if you are not with your divine counterpart or with your soulmate, however it resonates, okay? The next card out, we have Seven of Cups. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. And again, with us moving into, and we're already in the age of Aquarius, that energy is shifting, right? We're not focused on the materialistic things. Yes, I tell you guys all the time, as spiritualists, I don't want you to be somebody you're not. So if you don't feel comfortable dressing all like a yogi, or all in shrubs and robes and stuff like that, don't do it, because you guys don't see me that way. Like when I'm out with my soul sister, like I haven't got all fancy but I like to shop. I like certain things. I like being like girly girl, because I was such a tomboy, right? Still got remnants of it, but I like doing things like that. I like going to Chanel. I like, going to Celine and like looking around like, oh my God, like that's so cute. But that's because like half of my life I was a tomboy. Like it was like, whatever, freak a purse. Like I don't care about a purse. Like who cares about that? But as you get older, as you get more feminine, like it's okay, right? It's about your heart and what you do for others as well. I know if I can do for myself, I do for others, right? We always got to take care of you as well. If I purchase something for somebody else, you best believe the next day I'm going to get something for me too. Because look, you ain't being left out. You matter. And that's, how I look at things when it comes to stuff like that. Give to the less fortunate. Some of my clients can tell you, like I met a client for the first time and she wrote a testimonial and I put it in the community tab post, but that was the first time that she had ever reached out to me, that she ever communicated to me. And she was in a really bad car accident. And immediately, like I read the email and I looked and I was like, just send me your picture. Just like that. Like, send me your picture. He's like, all right, boom, that's it. I wasn't like, well, you know, you send me $95, you know, I can knock that kink right out. Like, that's not how I work. Like, I'm called to who I'm called to, right? So it's all about love and light. It's all about, you know, I don't want you guys to get the wrong impression, but with the Seven of Cups, it's just like, be of integrity. Like, when you make your choices, like, you know, you have, for example, like, you know, some divine, you know, masculines, it's all about the materialistic things. It's all about, you know, pride and ego. It's all about, you know, what I look like to the world. But then you have this woman that's still in the cup and looking like, okay, well, I would give you the world. I would move mountains. And I'm still here clocked up in this cup. Like, are you serious? Like, that's how she's looking. Like, are you serious? Like, you chose all of that and you got me up here just sitting like a trophy, right? And so some of you may have felt like that when it came to the divine counterpart. Like, you were like a trophy on the shelf, like to admire and then put away, to admire, then put away. And with that type of energy, remember, your energy is so light for them. So it's not that they really intentionally try to do it. They're your energy really knocks them off their focus. And for some of the divine feminines, you can, you know, comment, share, you know, your stories. This is what this is all about. But sometimes when you've been intimate with your divine counterpart, do you notice how after they're like quiet, or like for a couple of days they really don't talk too much, or they get really vulnerable a little bit, and it's your light, right? You guys already have that energetic connection, and as soon as they get a dose of that again, it's like the, you know, as soon as you guys are intimate, it's that connection all over again. It's that feeling all over again where they're falling in love and they got to figure out like how to shake it off, right? And it's because you guys are one. So I'm being honest. That happens to me all the time, and sometimes I'm like, you know, I don't even want to go the intimate route, because I already know that this person is about to be scared. Excuse my French, shitless. It's like they want it. It's just like I can't even like. It's like what's that word? Man, it was like forbidden fruit, right? It's like, man, like, you know, like, but it draws me back. It draws me back. And when you and your divine counterpart are in separation, remember, after a while, what happens? When it's been too long, what happens? Like, you're magnetically snapped back, you know, because you can't be away from each other. You have work to do, soul mission work to do. And again, it's all about what's in your soul contract. That's why I always suggest you guys do your past life readings, get your Akashic records done. It's so important. And for me, as you know, the fact that I can do those type of sessions, don't think it's a walk in the park. Me going into your past lives, me going into your Akashic records, and me getting all them visions. Remember, I'm only 96 pounds. Some of the stuff knocks me almost off my feet. And it's clarified when I come out of, you know, the session and I'm communicating and typing up results or on the phone with the client. And they're just like, wow. And I'm like, yeah. I've only had maybe 2 that left me like tangled up, right? So it's important. And with you guys, do the work. It's not about like, okay, like some people, I get it. They're charging like $500 for Akashic records. They're charging like, you know, $450 for past lives or something like that. I get it. Like, again, you don't have to get it with me. My exchange is only $180, and I forgot the other exchange, but it's around the same price. But, and you know, it's not me lowballing myself or anything like that. Yeah, maybe when I get a little more into my years doing this, the exchanges will change, because I'll have like my own like office space where it's not a part of my condo. But the thing is that, you know, it's just really an amazing experience, and it really helps you understand what you're called to do, what you're meant to do. And I don't want you guys to get in that lack Pentacles energy where you feel like the world isn't abundant, like you don't you know, deserve, you know, what you deserve. And you deserve the world. You have to tell yourself that, right? I am abundant. Money comes to me easily and freely. I have more than enough. All right. So we're going to dive into the Twin Flame Mystic Moon Oracle spread. So for Divine Masculine, the first card out, surrender, right? So again, with the new age of Aquarius, either you're going to surrender willingly or you can surrender unwillingly, right? And I wasn't even trying to figure out what that would feel like because I already knew what it felt like when I was trying to surrender but didn't know what they were asking. And so all they are asking for, the Divine Masculine to do is surrender. Just really release and let go and allow yourself to surrender, right? They've been fighting for so long, trying to fight their gifts, their feelings, etc. The next card out, third party, right? So you see, we don't have the karmic partners energy, and it hasn't come up in a while, right? Unless I'm doing like a personal reading or something, and still that hasn't come up. But with third party energy, it's things that get in the way of your spiritual connection, whether it be someone's behavior, someone's thoughts, if they have kids, if they have a job that they're just tied to and really trying to, get their footing. It doesn't always have to be the karmic. It could be anything that interferes the connection. It can be attitudes, behavior. It doesn't matter. It could be anything that just interferes with your connection. The next card out is grief, right? And so this is what the Divine Masculine is going through. And so even though you guys are in separation, even though you guys are not communicating, your divine counterpart is realizing they screwed up, like they really messed up. Yes, you guys had gotten to arguments. Yes, you guys said some things to each other that, you feel bad about now. But Divine Feminine, not to just beat on the Divine Masculine, you were speaking your truth, right? Listen, you need to know this. You need to, shape up, like figure it out. Like what is going on with you? What is happening with you? Okay, let me help you. Let me help you on this. Okay, you don't want help? Okay, fine. I'm done trying. But we all know, as divine feminines, we tell them we're done trying. We tell them that we're over it. But we're right there in our room meditating and sending healing energy, via 5D, meeting them in the astral realms because we know what we know, but we can't force or push them to know what they should know already, right? Because some of them are very headstrong about they don't want to know about their spiritual gifts, right? And again, it's all about what you signed up for in your soul contract. Admired. So the Divine Masculine is admiring the Divine Feminine. You stood up for yourself. You're not taking any more crap. You are being, your true authentic self. They know some of you guys are, spiritual teachers, work with the tarot, work with your crystals. You know what? I admire you for you having the courage to be who you are and not care about what anyone else thinks. Right? Everything that I wrote on my affirmations list in regards to how I want the office space to be, how I want the condo to be, how I have where I want to be, right? God really was, man, I'm so grateful. Was really just working at magic. And I know my divine counterpart could see this now and be like, man, that her little butt really did what she said she wanted to do. And when I finally understood that we can have what we want, you manifest it. You tell the universe what you want. You say it. You feel it with your heart. You feel it in your soul. You speak it. You think about it. That's it. And you follow your life path and purpose mission. This isn't easy. Getting on YouTube isn't easy. Having people, you meet on a day-to-day basis and spirit wants you to give them a message and they like almost do backflips because they don't even know you and don't know how you know the message. But it's beautiful when you start to see how your vibration shifts others, how you start to awaken others, right? So for Divine Feminine, first card out is regret. Some of you are probably like, you know what, I should have just left a long time ago. Like, all the normal things that we say, right? Like, and then others whom found information out where their divine counterpart, were put, dark magic was put on them or a root, or someone's been like manipulating their energy, which caused them to, flip or click out on you within your connection. You're starting to feel sad, like even though they got what they deserve when it came to you cursing them out, but you're starting to feel sad because you're like, you know what, technically, if this person didn't even know that they were being manipulated or their energy, or because listen, if your divine counterpart isn't all the way awakened or not really focused on spiritual gifts or believe in any of that stuff and tries to play ignorant to it, they won't know they're being under attack. They won't know why they're acting the way they are. They just think it's just, this is who I am, this is what I'm supposed to be. And that's where the regret comes in for some of you, where it's like, man, like now that I know this, I gotta help my divine counterpart. But Spirit says 5D and let them handle the rest. Because again, it does not go unnoticed that the divine counterpart still was really harsh and hurtful to the divine feminine. But the divine feminine is really supporting. Like for my divine counterpart, when I found out that that was really going on, and I can be honest, my divine counterpart has never put their hands on me, has never went enraged and spoke to me. It was only the one incident, the one time that, you know, my divine counterpart did. My divine counterparts never like was just angry, and like the eyes, like I'll never forget it. And I just was looking, and I had tears just falling down my face, and I was just like what is wrong with you? And then immediately it never clicked that somebody had been tampering. That's because your soul just trying to help. I know something's wrong. You're feeling it. You're feeling the energy. You're feeling what's happening to them. So you're always reaching out like, are you okay? Are you all right? Are you okay? And with my divine counterpart, we've had multiple past lives. In one life, I was on the battlefield with my divine counterpart. My divine counterpart wouldn't listen. My divine counterpart got killed during the battle. I saw myself running in the battlefield, and my mentor had the other end of it where I was supporting him. And then maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I went into a daydream, and I saw me like having him hosted in my arm. And I was just like, man. And then one life, you know, I was his mom, and you know, it was like poverty, and I literally starved myself to death to make sure my divine counterpart was able to eat. In one life, he was my daughter, right? So again, in every life, my divine counterpart wouldn't listen. He was stubborn and didn't pay attention. And in every life, I sacrificed myself for my divine counterpart. And in this life, the energy is shifting, because I'm not going to sacrifice my soul. I'm not going to sacrifice and run myself empty and dry to try to get you to see that we've been doing this for many lifetimes. This lifetime, you have to figure it out, right? And the sad part about it is I've been through lives already. I don't get another one. I don't get another past life. So in this life, when I make my transition, I'm ascending. That's it. There's no like coming down and being like, hey, so, you know, right? I've done what I've evolved to the part where I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and was being stopped at doing all the other past lives, right? In one past life, I was a male healer who was killed for his gifts. It's important to know. It's important to get, you know, your past life, your Akashic. Because, man, if I didn't get my information, I would be lost in the sauce. And it has helped me so much, and also helped me to help you guys, right? So that's where the regret energy is coming from. We have divine masculine. You guys know this is your divine counterpart. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. This is your divine counterpart. And what you also need to do is step into your divine masculine energy as well. And so balance it out. And even talking to you guys, my heart chakra is just like, you probably hear it in my breath, just like pulsating. And that's what's happening with the collective. Our hearts are opening. So just as you're feeling this new shift, your divine counterpart is feeling this new shift. They're probably thinking they're about to have a heart attack. But the feeling is so unreal. It's just like, it seems like air is opening in your chest. I don't know. You comment below if you're feeling those symptoms, ascension symptoms. But with the divine masculine, you know this is your divine masculine, and you need to start getting in your divine masculine energy. The answer is yes. So if you were asking if this is your divine masculine, the answer is yes. If you are asking whatever question that you've been thinking about, the answer is yes. Remember, right now we need to not push the divine masculine. We do not need to hover. If you wake up and you feel them in your energy or see them in a vision, do not freak out and call them and be like, oh my God, are you all right? You know, this is the time where they have to man up or woman up and really go through their awakening, their dark night of the soul, for those that resonate. New direction. So divine feminines, like a lot of you in the collective are like, you know what, I know what this connection is. I know what we're meant to be. I know what we're destined to be, but let me focus on my mission. Let me focus on my light. So let me focus on where I'm being called to, right? The energy, no, before I do the energy, we'll do the overall message. Divine timing. When I saw this card, I was like, Spirit, you need to stop playing. I'm like, you're going to have my clients, you're going to have my soul tribe ready to jump through the screen on me. Divine timing, right? Everything is happening according to divine timing. A year ago from now, you're going to look back at January 7th and be like, man, wow, right? It's all happening according to divine source, spirit, God's plan. And your angels and ancestors are really supporting you. We have the full moon with cycles. The reason why I'm communicating about this card is because come full moon, the next one that we have, I believe is full moon in Leo. Man, like some realizations are really going to be coming to the light. Right? And for those of you where your divine counterpart is so stubborn, because like lately, haven't you been noticed all you hear is like communication is on the way. Your DM is realizing something. Union is prominent. Like you don't see that on my channel unless that's the energy that it is, right? And we already had one of our soul sisters get engaged, right? I want to hear more stories of that. So if you guys got engaged and got into union, please put it in the comment sections or email me. I love to hear those beautiful stories. All right, so the energy that wanted to show itself, we have fear, right? Abandon. The answer is no. Winter. Pride and ego. Shadow work. And purge. So you see how in the collective, we're going through these huge transformations, like really to get ourselves aligned, to get ourselves where we're called to be, right? So we're going to dive into the messages of love oracle cards by Kristen at All Things Intuitive. So the first message out, finances. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. Again, you have to be in that energy when it comes to abundance. Think about the Pentacles. Money comes to me easily and freely. I have more than enough. Say your affirmations, right? The next card out is play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. Don't be so serious. And even when your divine counterpart and you come back into communication, don't be serious. Really just live life. Really just enjoy life. Because when you get serious and when you're asking questions and when you're trying to push, your divine counterpart is slowly trying to make their way and you're just pushing them further back because, you know, they're trying to figure it all out, right? Because they do want you in their lives. It's just so complicated because you're like ascending at a high rate than your divine counterpart and they're just really starting to slowly figure it all out. Soulmate is the next card. It says your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you unconditionally, right? So for some of you, you're choosing a soulmate. For others of you, your divine counterpart don't know what a twin flame is. You know, you got some out there that's like that. And that's what they see you as. That's how they see you. The overall energy, self-care, right? Self-love. It says clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. So again, anytime you feel triggered or anytime those thoughts come in your head, really focus on transmuting the energy. My students learned that in the class on Tuesday. The breathing exercise where you can bring up the energy to your heart space and then push it out wherever you feel that dense energy or that weird feeling, and it like knocks it out, right? And so there's another card that stands out to me, mastery. It says you've learned the spiritual lesson, right? Now we're going to dive into the cards that wanted to show themselves. We have Fate. This is a destined partnership. Fate. We have Warning. Don't dismiss the red flags. With that, again, your triggers will have you thinking all sorts of ways. Don't let it really get you off, cue or your square. We have Children. It says children are important to this partnership. We have Acceptance. It says everything happens for a reason. We have Healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. So this is the energy. These are the messages for the collective, okay? Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. So let's dive into the energy oracle spread. I haven't used these cards in a while. Hold on, let me get a drink of water. Okay. So first card, Alpha Divine Masculine, is Happy Family. This is number 4. Happy Family, number 4. So that is what energy is on Divine Masculine right now. Okay. And so with number 4, it talks about closeness, fun, and caring, right? So that's the energy that's surrounding the Divine Masculine. This is what Divine Masculine wants: closeness, fun, and caring. They want to reveal themselves in this way. Not so hard, not so rigid, not so heartbroken. Remember, the Divine Masculine is dealing with their inner child wounds, their battles. Some of them have gotten their heart broken, and especially by someone they thought they were, destined to be with until you came along. And it's been hard to really clear that energy, right? For Divine Feminine, we got number 37, third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. So a lot of you need to really work on your solar plexus, right? See that? Solar plexus. So we'll give you some information about that. Okay. This video may be a little bit longer because I haven't done one since last week, I believe. But with the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, it talks about emotions of desire, life force, energy, right? So it says the powerful Archangel Chamuel is holding a beautiful spear of golden light at the solar plexus. It says, which is the indication of your third chakra and the center of your life force energy. The issues here evolve around emotions of desire and your personal energy. When the card appears upright, it indicates that an increased enthusiasm is present or soon to be on its way. This is a great time to move forward toward the completion of your desires. Your life force is vibrating with power and resonance, and your soul is calling you to direct your energy in a focused, purposeful manner. This angel of power is with you now, so go for it. So call on Archangel Chamuel. Also, put a yellow stone and sleep with it on your sacral chakra, on solar plexus, and watch how you feel in the morning. You're going to feel completely different. You'll feel the energy, all right? Overall energy, number 3, blossoming abundance. Number 3, blossoming abundance. So this is for the both, Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, okay? And you let me know how this is resonating with you guys. I don't want you to be shy. No one's going to slaughter up your comment. If you have a comment, I want you guys to also state what state you're from, what city you're from, so you guys can start connecting with your soul sisters and brothers. This is going to be so amazing, right? So blossoming abundance, it says increasing wealth and value, increasing wealth and value. And again, a lot of you in the collective with your divine counterpart, you are destined to be power couples when it comes to your life path and purpose mission. And that's why it's so important for you to continue to lay the foundation. You can't wait for someone else's soul to play catch up. It's not going to work, right? And I'm not being in low vibrational. Again, I feel like my heart is so unconditional for my divine counterpart, especially with what I recently, what was recently discovered. And it's like, whatever I need to do, I know right now in the 3D, we're not speaking. We can't see eye to eye. I've, tried to help my divine counterpart as much as I can. And it's just like so depleting and so, feeling like you're unappreciated, undervalued. And it's like, I know my worth. I know I'm amazing. I know, I am love. But it was like, trying to support, trying to help, trying to show, trying to guide, trying to give, information. And it's like when someone's not interested in that side, in the spiritual information, it's like you don't even have to, not say believe in it, but have an open mind. It's not, I mean, I get some people may have had things happen to them that has scared them straight. And know that I will never hurt you. Know that I will never, as mad as you make me, as many times as you've ghosted or separated, know that I will never do anything to the point where somebody has done to him. You understand? And so even in spite of the way I was treated, when I saw how I reacted to it, I knew that I'm ascending, that I am right on with the new age of Aquarius, because there wasn't a spiteful bone in my body. I was just like, man, how could somebody? And I immediately, reached out to, who I was led to and guided to help me help him, like help me figure it out. Grandma, like keep your hands on him. Like I know, you feel like he deserves every piece of it, but no, not like that. Like at the end of the day, that is something, on a spiritual level that for all of you, I cannot stoop that low. And I know I have the gift to do a lot of amazing, beautiful things. But again, we as light workers, we all have dark attributes, and we can make that choice if that's where we want to go down. And I can't. I can't. And I don't knock anybody who does what they do, but I know my mission is different. And so if anything, I'll be right there with the angels trying to figure it out. I'm not going to be like in the kitchen, like, hooking up a spell or something like that. That's just, I can't. And when someone asks me that, you got any, you know how to do spells? And I looked at them like, what? Like, no, you can wear this crystal, okay? So let me tell you what to do, because I'm not, no, yes, do I have the gift to do it? I can make probably make bath, what do you call it? The bath soaps and stuff like that. But I already have a spiritual little mini me that already does that. Like, you know what I mean? And do like herbal baths and all of that. But my thing is more herbal medicine, like, working with the herbs, getting the teas and, crystals and my healing hands and my sight. I'm not, into other things. Like I can see a crystal ball and stuff like that. But we all have our own gifts, and we're called to do what we need to do with our own gifts. And I just don't believe in putting anything on somebody, to make them pay. Because again, remember, what comes back to you is 10 times fold, right? So again, a lot of you are going to have that power couple energy with your divine counterpart, all right? So we're going to dive into the Moonology spread, okay? So you guys have probably been seeing 919 a lot. Comment below, 919, 1010, 818. So for the divine masculine, meditate and contemplate. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. So for some of you divine counterparts, they probably don't even know how to meditate, right? So like get your thoughts together, like really, think about like what's happening. We have the two, fish swimming here. Like some of them, there could be babies on the way. Like you look at the cards, how you look at them, but this is what I'm interpreting right now with this card. You've never heard me speak on this with this card, but that is what I'm seeing. Like there's going to be beautiful babies born. There's going to be, thoughts being, taken into consideration, like as we move into this, keep moving into this beautiful energy. All right. For divine feminine, expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. So there's going to be some amazing, beautiful changes on the way to push you forward on your journey, to push you forward on your, life path and purpose, right? In the overall energy, adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. I feel like we're in the third quarter moon right now, and it's adjustments. What do you need to do to adjust? What adjustments do you need to make? And again, for me, I need to be in solitude. I need to focus on my students. I need to focus on you guys. I need to focus on loving life. And in the 5D, I'll focus on supporting and helping my divine counterpart. because it will always be a seesaw effect until the divine counterpart is, you know, almost at the level or close to where you are, or even awakened. Because then it's like they may start asking questions. They may be like, oh my God, I remember, you know, this person used to say this to me. And like, it's everyone awakens in their own time. Everyone realizes things in their own time. Okay? So we're going to dive into the Starseed Oracle. Now, I bookmarked the pages for you guys. So for Divine Feminine, we have the Eight of Chalices. The Eight of Chalices. All right? So when it comes to the Eight of Chalices, what do you guys think? What do you think when the Eight of Chalices comes to your mind? Okay? So it says, the Eight of Chalices, stand upright in the desert stand, where otherwise all is arid. It says, despite the symbolic messages behind these emotional vessels being integral and intact, a cloaked figure has turned his back on them, seeking higher ground and leaving behind. It says, it appears he has drunk what he's needed from them, and he is ready to move on to new challenges, questing for greater fulfillment. The fact that he wears a black cloak begs the question, has he taken time to appreciate all that he has accomplished and experienced? One of life's greatest lessons is being thankful for what has been and knowing at the same time when it is time to move on. It says, can you let go of the situation in gratitude for what you can or what you experienced? And let me see, because his words are so small. It says, can you let go of the situation in gratitude for what you experienced and move ahead? How do you feel there is nothing left for you and you need to go? It says, are you ready to move to a higher level of awareness? Are you able to remember the good and the beauty that is no more and to honor it without holding on anymore? So this is for the Divine Masculine, right? Are you willing to let things go to embrace your new, right? So we have the Ace of Crystals that came out for Divine Masculine. We have the Ace of Crystals. So let me get this page for you. All right, this is a nice deck, right? I got this off of Conscious Evolution channel. She had these up. All right, so for Divine Masculine, we have the Ace of Crystals, and it says, nestled in a rocky cliff, a magnificent quartz generator crystal stands tall on the horizon, becoming its stored light as a reflection from one of its faces. What an incredible find. It says, here is a flower of the earth, not hidden in the deep soils and mines below, but visibly brilliant. It says, therefore the taking, so are the gifts of the earth, abundant and available. It says, the first of the suit of crystals. This key is the promise of new opportunities in career, financial matters, and other aspects that speak of security and stability to the current. It says, it is straightforward. Something new is in the works that promise to yield material gain for the seeker. To Starseed, the crystal is a tool of self-exploration, to heal self and others, and to generate energies for the personal environment. It is a gift of untold measure, recognized for what it can bring energetically to those who are ready to work with it. It says, are you aware of the power of crystals? And if so, are you able to work with them energetically? It says, are you open to the possibility of using the tool for enhancing your own ability to manifest? What new material concerns are opening up in your home, career, wealth management? Are you taking care of your physical body? A new opportunity opens for abundance in your life. Okay? Be aware. So you see how the Divine Masculine's cards are the Divine Masculine's cards, right? I love like how magical this is. And again, I never was taught how to read oracle decks or tarot decks, or sometimes you guys don't even see me read the book, right? But it resonates, right? So the next card we have is for Divine Feminine, and it is the Karma card. Karma. So again, if you guys have any questions, you can, comment below, email me. Want to join the class? Email me. It's so freaking amazing, you guys. I mean, I can't even explain how much fun I had on Tuesday. Okay, so with the Karma card, right? So it says, Starseed has come full circle, step by step, lesson by lesson. He or she has explored the life process and grown into the human experience from each example. The keys of life had to teach. Just as now, he or she is outgrowing it, preparing to return to the stars. But first is a time of reckoning, a time of facing the karma created through the journey. It says, while religions teach us that this is the moment when the Almighty Judgmental God weighs our good and bad deeds to determine our karmic fate, Starseed knows that we stand only before ourselves throughout our lifetimes and beyond, answering only to the karma we have created. Cause and effect, shown to us in other moments on the path, are once again our esoteric model, as they were in the key of divine justice. This key, formerly called judgment, is closely related to that card. As we open our karmic cachet, which gently ripples back to us from the slow waters of our souls, we determine whether we have truly learned the lessons we came to learn, preparing to ascend from this level of consciousness, or whether we have yet to explore more spins on the wheel of reincarnation. Remember what I was talking about earlier? In the three-dimensional realm, is it the hour of resurrection or rebirth? When this masterful key appears, it speaks very much to the question of healing old karma to clear the muddy waters of the past and prepare the way for a huge leap in evolution. Now, this is beautiful, how it resonates so much with ascending, with the new age of Aquarius, with now our karma has been completed when it comes to our divine counterparts, right? You can also pray for the karma to be removed or blessed or healed from all your past lives as well. Just say, Spirit God, source divine, I ask that anything that has happened in my past life that I am not aware of, I ask to be forgiven. I ask that it be released. I ask that it be returned back, and I can continue to move forward, healing, growing, thriving on my life path and purpose, right? The next card out for the Divine Feminine is Masters of the Orbs. So Masters of the Orbs is like Masters of Swords, right? And so what Divine Feminine, I feel, is mastering is the logic side, right? So it's like you're not being so quick to jump to conclusions anymore. You're not being so quick to, lash out. You're not being so quick to think immaturely. You're really thinking from a logical standpoint. You're really understanding. You're really coming from that unconditional place. But at the same time, you're smart, right? You're not letting anyone pull the wool over your eyes. You are living your purpose and doing what you're called to do, in the way that you've been called to do it. And so the Masters of the Orbs is the Masters of Swords. And so you are in your king energy. And this is beautiful because, again, right now it's like I'm not responding to anything. I'll observe. I won't respond, because at the end of the day, let them do what they're going to do. You stay of integrity, right? There's many times we could have got somebody back for what they've done and ruined their whole foundation. But what did we choose to do? Even though we were upset, even though we felt that, all everything was take, never equal reciprocity, heavy energy, being torn down, being beat down, mentally, trying to help, your divine counterpart understand the connection, right? And it's crazy because you felt what they felt in your heart space. You saw what they felt in your visions in the 5D. You even get a whiff of their scent out the blue, or a song will come on that will communicate what they want to say. And you're like, man, this is what Why do I feel this person's energy? So you're mastering all of that, right? And again, I had to ask somebody, was my karmic a narcissist? Because I was like, these traits, it's too much, right? And so we have, for the overall energy, 2 of orbs, okay? We have 2 of orbs. So let's dive into the 2 of orbs. Let's see. Let me put that back. Hold on, guys. So we have the 2 of orbs. So again, this is 2 of swords. So when you think of the 2 of swords energy, remember we see, you know, a lady, and then we see 2 men and they have their swords, and 2 talks about choices, right? And so with the 2 of swords, we'll dive into the questions that they're asking, because we know that a choice needs to be made. We know, you know, that some of you could have 2 choices to pick, whether you move forward on your journey with a soulmate, move forward on your journey with your twin flame, however it resonates for you. Your twin flame will always be in your energy, and you will always be connected, even if you move forward with a soulmate. So with the 2 of swords, the question is, what are you deliberating about? What are the pros and cons of the matter at hand? How can you find balance and harmony, and harmonize the opposition in your mind to move forward constructively? What choice are you facing that you feel must be made? Right? And with the 3 of orbs, remember, when we see the 3 of swords, we see the heart, right? Some people say it's like third-party energy, etc. So with the 3 of orbs, I really like this deck. It says, let's start from the beginning. Okay, so it says, moving beyond the uncertainties of 2. What new element is taking shape in your mind and stirring you emotionally? It says, what core beliefs are hold on, sorry guys, it's so small, the words. So I'll read it again. It says, moving beyond the uncertainties of the 2, what new element is taking shape in your mind and stirring you emotionally? What core beliefs or convictions have to be let go of in order to allow the possibility of a whole new paradigm to come forward? What is being added to your perception that allows you to form new and more complex ideas? How can you accept the pain of your less and learn from it as to process of your soul's progression? What fear of separation or infidelity is causing you to suffer? What new insights have you gained from this process? So you want to ask yourselves those questions, right? And then one card that stood out for the collective is Luna. So this is a major arcana, right? The Luna card had flipped out, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep that in there for the collective. Okay? So with the Luna, it says, after gazing at the stars, Starseed's attention is drawn to the glowing moon, now prevalent in the night sky. How odd is that this one celestial body changes for us day after day, now crescent silvers, now full moon, now invisible. Luna is truly the most curious of the celestial beings, as she shows the perpetual changing face to us. And those changing aspects appear to have a most, hold on, there we go, Luna's got a lot of information, to have the most dramatic effect on the tides, of our emotional seas as they do on our great oceans. She does have a reputation for appealing to the darker side, but Luna is luminous, reflecting the light of solar deity. And then it says she is magnificent to the sun's electric. No, she is magnetic to the sun's electric. She is cool to the sun's heat. Her reflective relationship to the sun is somewhat of a mirror for us to gaze into our deeper oceans and reflect upon our emotional ups and downs. She affects the cycles of female fertility in her monthly orbits around the earth. When we learn to connect with the moon's rhythms, we handle flux with more grace and ease. When we plant in certain lunar cycles, the seedlings respond to those subtle energies, and growth is more bountiful. It says the more we feel and honor her rhythms, it seems the more easily we resonate with the flow of her impact upon the earth and within the waters of our very being. Everything about the key, or about this key, speaks of how the moon influences, as she is dark at times, brilliant at others. She is moody. She is luminous. She rises and sets on the horizon. She is as elusive as our own emotional perceptions. Her pull is so powerful it can drive people to insanity. Many are the police reports of increased violent crime at the full moons, and yet it is also the ultimately romantic light of a spring night when Luna's light shimmers silverly on the lake or stream. What is it that the light, it says, what is that light just off to her side? Right? A ship? Many believe there is an intelligent life on the dark side of the moon. Who knows what illusions remain to be revealed at this time of remembering that we are not the only intelligent life in the universe. Whose face is that on the moon? Perhaps it is the spirit of Luna shining down upon us, asking us to remember that we too are reflections of the greater light. Questions for the person meditating with or drawing the key include the following. How am I being moody and emotionally unsettled? What has me feeling out of balance? Why do I have such huge swings in emotions? What keeps me distant from anchoring joy in higher states of consciousness? Am I like the different phases of the moon? Why do I show only one face to the world and hide the other? What am I concealing? So, remember how I taught you guys how to manifest moon, new moon, full moon, and then I talked to you guys about understanding the phases of the moon. And so it's really beautiful, like how we are as light workers, star beings, are connected, energetically to so much. And if we use the energy the right way, we see such a huge difference in our immediate realities, right? And so the last spread I'm using for the collective tonight is the Lightworker Oracle. And so for Divine Masculine, we have hold your center. Number 14, 1 and 4 is 5. Hold your center. All right. And so I'll read that for you guys. And, this book, the words are like smaller. So I might be struggling with that. I need to get a magnifying glass, I think. Okay. So with hold your center. No. Did I get soul child or is it hold your center? Yeah, this is 34. Sorry. I don't know why it put me to soul child. So hold your center. I'm telling you, if the Divine Masculine started meditating, it would be so much more at ease and at peace. Okay. So hold your center. It says, have you been rushing out to meet others, trying to bend or accommodate their needs at the expense of your own well-being? and inner peace. Now you are to strengthen your own energy, your own boundaries, to find your ground. Firmly place your feet there and do not move. Feel your feet anchoring you like a beautiful tree. Let yourself experience quiet certainty as you hold your center with commitment, courage, and consciousness, right? It says you are learning to trust in your own instincts, to take your own journey without comparison to the life path of another. There is no need to become disheartened or distracted by comparisons or judgments. The earth needs your light, which can only come from you. You will offer so much less if you try to make it match your beauty to what you perceive to be the beauty of another, right? And so that's the divine masculine's message for divine feminine. Your cards are your cards. If I'm lying, I'm flying. So look, number 20, we got life path, right? And so that is what the divine feminines are really pushing towards, that life path energy. Okay. So it says, do you wonder about your divine life path and purpose? You have been enrolled in spiritual training. This training might be obvious in the form of a course you are undertaking or hidden in a life lesson that is currently triggering your healing, learning, or growth. Whether it is obvious or not, successfully completing this training will empower you to fulfill your divine purpose this lifetime. Further clarity will be revealed to you. The universe promises that you shall know what you need at the perfect time and in a way that you cannot miss. You are in spiritual training for a divine mission that serves your soul development and spiritual growth, while simultaneously helping others. It will help you express your spiritual purpose this lifetime. At times, your training may be aligned with study or applying your skills in ways that seem more obviously aligned with the spiritual path. At other times, your spiritual training may be disguised in ordinary life circumstances. Right? So you're on your mission. Overall energy, earth healing, number 38. This is for both in the collective. Earth healing, and that's what New Age of Aquarius is all about. Earth healing. All right, you guys let me know how this resonated for you, okay? Promise the next video will not be this long, okay? It says, you are making a real contribution to the planet through your spiritual journey. Remember this and believe that your needs will be generously met by the earth and the universe. What you are doing matters and you will be supported. Wow. The earth recognizes you. She sees you as a conduit through which she is fed higher frequencies of light, love, and divine presence. This assists her on the journey of her own evolution. Earth is an exceptionally beautiful and powerful divine being in her own right. Yet she, like every other being, benefits from the assistance of higher frequencies, which offer a loving hand to help raise her vibration and continue her evolution. All right? And what are we doing as light beings? Raising the vibration of the planet, right? Through the people we meet, through our acts and actions, our words, right? And so this is beautiful energy, and I want all of you guys to step in your power to be who you're called to be. Again, this is our community. It's okay to be, for people to say, oh, that person's not normal. Oh, great, thank you. That's the best compliment you've given me, because I'm a freaking star. I'm a freaking starseed. I'm a freaking light worker. I'm a freaking, healer. Like, I'm glad I'm not normal. Thank you. I wasn't put here to be normal, right? And so you're put here because you have a divine life path and purpose. And you're put here because you signed up to be here at this time to assist as one of the 144,000 light workers. You do your mission. You be who you are. You don't let anyone steer you off your path. And my advice for, the divine feminines who are in separation, live your life purpose. Focus on your mission. Really dive into what you're being called to and support and help your divine counterpart in the 5D. If you guys start to communicate in the 3D, remember, respond with love and light, and high vibration, right? Take your time. Don't push. The moment that your divine counterpart starts speaking to you, don't next week be saying, okay, so remember that time I told you, I wanted to have kids and get married. They're going to fall right back into isolation. Gotta take it slow. Again, spirit, divine source, God, your angels, your ancestors, your guides, they're helping with the connection. And sometimes they're just slapping their forehead. And I know they do it towards me all the time. Like, oh my God, we got to start back at ground one. Like, it's gonna get where it's gonna get. Just trust the divine timing and focus on your mission. Do what you're called to do. If you guys want to sign up for the class, email me. It's Tuesday and Fridays from 5 to 7 p.m. This week it'll be tomorrow from 5 to 7. We're not doing class on Saturday. But the following weeks it will be right back to Tuesday and Saturday. And again, you want to learn how to work your gifts. You want to understand, your mission, your purpose. Here I am. You finally got somebody that's not just going to give you a card reading, but actually show you how you're supposed to be doing what it is that you're doing. And then you'll realize it in your own way. Like, I can tell you how I learned how to use my hands, but you may, it may work for you a different type of way once I teach you how to work the energy, right? So it's all about love and light. You guys introduce yourselves. You guys are amazing. You rock. Check out the sites for your crystals, for your herbal packs. Again, with the herb packs on the site, that also helps you with your spiritual gifts. If you have sight, if you are a healer, if you channel, medium, like whatever, it's all there for you. Just email me and I will guide you. Okay. So with that being said, I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Don't forget to follow me on Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, because I will be posting updates for energy and, astrological updates, twin flame updates before I tune into bed tonight or head to bed tonight. All right. So love you guys. Stay safe. Continue to do your work. I am proud of you. All right. Love and light. Talk to you soon.